Welcome back to Visionary TV, Sports and Entertainment. The fight just ended with Joshua and Parker. The fight was not really entertaining. It was basically it seemed like both men were just trying to survive in this fight. Um, to me, I think the fight was more closer than what the judges' scorecard said. Steve Gray was his scorecard says 118 to 110. The judge Scott 119 to 109, and Steve Winsfeld 118 to 110. To me that fight could have been a draw. I think Parker did a whole lot more early in the fight, going to the body. And I really don't know how the judges really, if they really big on body punches over there in the UK. But I mean, Parker was really getting a lot of body shots in early, and he was more active with the jab early in the fight. Joshua was more hesitant. Like probably the first 4 or 5 rounds, he was really hesitant. He didn't really his offense for some reason he couldn't get off. Maybe because of Parker's awkwardness, his movement. He worked on a lot of good defense that fight, and I just think that the fight was way more closer than that. I think that it could have either went either way, or draw, or Parker could have won the fight as well. So I don't look at it as AJ blew him out in the fight. I mean, I kind of figured that the judges was going to give it to AJ. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just saying that, but it's just that fight was really close, and AJ didn't really uh have anything explosive. He didn't even hurt Parker in the fight. Each round that went on, it was just like you couldn't really decide who really won any rounds in that fight. So I just think that it was more closer. It could have went either way to a draw, or either one could have won that fight. Now, he called out Deontay Wilder and he said he would knock Deontay Wilder out. And he want the fight to come over to the UK. So, I think now they need to just make this fight happen. I think that Al Heyman and his team need to sit down with Eddie Hearn and make this fight happen. There's no more excuses. This fight should happen this fall of 2018. We should not wait another year to see this fight happen. It should happen this year, 2018, the fall or early winter. This fight should happen. He even said recently in a new video that he would take 10% and let Anthony Joshua would take 90%. So, there's no excuses. This fight should happen. I think that he had a hard time with Parker in this fight. I think Deontay Wilder is too much for him. I think he has too much power. He hits you from different angles. And I think that this fight is you're gonna see Anthony Joshua be exposed. I think that they're gonna make a lot of excuses why this fight can't happen. I think Eddie Hearn has been manipulating the public, telling people that nobody called him for no negotiations and yada yada yada. So the ball is in each camp's court for this fight to happen. There's no reason why this fight should not happen. It should be Anthony Joshua's next fight against Deontay Wilder. He should not fight anybody else. But then he calls out Tyson Fury that hasn't fought in a long time. Before Tyson Fury even fights Anthony Joshua, he has to get like some tune-up fights. He just can't just jump in the ring with Tyson Fury that fast. So I think that Deontay Wilder should be fighting Anthony Joshua next. Point blank period. And he says, then Eddie Hearns throws in the shot that he should have came over here. AJ sells out arenas. At the end of the day, this not a popularity contest. This ain't about who sells more tickets. This ain't about who's more popular or who makes more money. This is about two men getting in the ring, squaring it off, the best fighting the best. Now he named all the belts that he has. He got 4 belts now. Deontay Wilder has the WBC belt. He should go for that fight. If he does not fight him, I would have to call him a coward. And this is nothing personal. I have nothing against Anthony Joshua. I think that he's a good boxer. He has a lot of skills, but this fight should happen before any other fight. Period. He did not really press on the gas against Parker. I think that he fought kind of safe. He didn't really, you know what I'm saying, really put that pressure on him. He should have cut off the ring a little bit better, uh, and um pushed the action. And I think Parker was more slicker than he thought, and I think that he was more hesitant of probably getting hit. But another thing, what was that? What was the referee doing in that fight? At one point, Parker caught Joshua against the ropes, and he was teeing off on Joshua. But then the referee stepped in and stopped him from teeing off on Joshua. I didn't understand that. Like, the referee was making a lot of bad mistakes in this fight. That I think that he should have just let them bang it out and see what was the results going to be in the fight. I think he was just stopping it too early, breaking them up too early, not letting them get off they shots. And I think that kind of changed the fight too. I'm a boxing fan. I love the sweet science. I love the art of boxing, to hit and not get hit. And I'm not, I think AJ is a hell of a fight. I think Deontay Wilder's a hell of a fight. I want to see the best fight the best. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to wait 5 years like Pacquiao and Mayweather. We don't want to wait. We want to see this fight now while these guys are young. They in their primes. They both undefeated. They both have belts. We need to see this fight. And I want to hear y'all comments. You know what I'm saying? Voice your opinion. Just be respectful. You know what I'm saying? And this fight has to happen. This fight has to happen. This is the biggest fight since Mayweather Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? Two heavyweights. U.S. against the U.K. And this fight has to happen. I love boxing, so you know what I'm saying. So to see this fight, I'm excited about seeing this fight. Subscribe. I'm gonna hit y'all with the next video. Peace.